But you want to have access to your agency at all times. You don't want to be running into this survival reaction, especially given the fact that we're not usually encountering anything like a Serengeti tiger. So what I'm talking about here is survival reactions. You heard people being triggered. And the way I'll illustrate that is you have a stimulus, and people are familiar with stimulus response. I actually break it down a little bit more because it's important. This is an important area. This is a part of, in order to gain agency and control in terms of your personal leadership. This is an important area to understand. It's happening between the stimulus and response. What's interesting is this can be as a few milliseconds. That reaction can be a few milliseconds. You've seen it. Somebody sees something that they're deathly afraid of, and they react before they even have a chance to think about it. They react. The conscious mind has a reaction time of about 0.2 of a second, and the unconscious, it's all about energy. And that energy flows very quickly. So literally in single-digit milliseconds, you can already be reacting. So I call it, instead of stimulus response, I call it stimulus reaction response. And in that reaction is also meaning. So we want to have that taken care of. And then after the response, we have decision and action. So I'm going to say you got the stimulus, and then you have somewhere that's measured in milliseconds. Could be 100, 200, 0.2 of a second. And then you have reaction, you have response, you have decision, and you have action. Usually when it's in that red mist zone, people don't have all of these as steps. It's just one thing. The stimulus, then they get a reaction as response, a decision, and an action all at once, and they're off and running.